látom, a házőrződ itthon van.
This is one confusing game. It took me a fair bit of research just to realize how to pronounce it, which may or may not have involved listening to O Fortuna from Orff's Carmina Burana just to hear it spoken. It's Latin for without delay, fitting for a diesel punk, biplane-filled, pseudo-bullet hell, side-scrolling shoot-em-up full of foul-mouthed, time-traveling, Hungarian-speaking furry terrorist insurgents. And that may be the greatest sentence I've ever written. Even more alarming, it's all true, and it's pretty darn fun. I realize that was a serious wall of descriptors there, but let me boil it down. Take an old-school shmup like Gradius or R-Type, add a whole lot more ordnance on the screen. Since developer Digital Reality dubbed the game in their native tongue, the whole vocal performance is in Hungarian, which is kind of awesome in its own right. Boss designs come courtesy of Mahiro Maeda, an artist whose credits include Neon Genesis Evangelion, Blue Submarine No. 6, that animated segment of Kill Bill that explains Oren's backstory, and, who'd have guessed, Last Exile. And how did a Hungarian studio land that kind of talent? Why, through the connections at Grasshopper Manufacture, Goichi Suda's studio, where they also snagged composer Akira Yamaoka of No More Heroes and Silent Hill fame. Now add a time-bouncing plot to undermine an empire and save a man's life by whatever means necessary. It's a hell of a description, but the question is, how does it play? Fitting the paradoxical nature of time travel, it is at once innovative and nostalgic. It treads a line between the frantic fire of classic shooters and the beautifully choreographed destruction of the emergent Danmaku style, sometimes opting for both simultaneously. Difficulty is reminiscent of those fabled names, but isn't a one-hit point system either. Rather, your presence in a given time is indicated by a timer at the top of the screen. Each hit you sustain chips a substantial piece, 5 or even 10 seconds, off of what is already a challenging limit, while each foe you down returns 2 seconds or so to you. It's unique, it's engaging, it's very beautifully rendered. My only issue is that the controls feel a little bit too fast for the level of action. You can slow down time, you can slow down enemy fire, but you can't slow down the speed of your own ship, which would be useful during some of the more bullet-hellish segments. That's really all I can say about the flaws, save for the screen shaking during explosions, but you can actually disable that in the options. For most games, I'd think that looking up a piece of classical music to use as a pronunciation guide would be a bit extreme. Sine Mora, however, deserves it. The least I can do, as I don't speak a lick of Hungarian.
Remélem, hogy több lesznek, Kósz.